Hello, everyone. um, there is a thing that I need to get off my chest, first and foremost. Um, Kupari's actor will no longer be with us for quite some time due to real life stress and whatnot. So, for the time being, if there is a talking part for Kupari, or if there's a moment where Kupari needs to be brought in, I will be playing her to the best of my ability, so please don't castrate me if I get it wrong. Okay. Now, last we left off, our friends and party members managed to get all the wee ones, the wee little dragon bibbies, back to their nest. However, though, one decided to stay with the group, and that is now Samuel's familiar. A
Snow.
cute little white dragon wormling named Snow. And now, on the way back, you guys ran into some pretty heavily interference, which left Tanathil in a state of shocked silence. After a pretty quick battle and sending him on the run, sending Talus on the run, Talus, the half elf that tried to take back his property. Y'all made it back to Greenest without any problem. And that's where we left off. Once you get back, Gertrude decided to run off and go take a nap. Gunga following shortly behind. And Sputnik decided to go and finish up with the rest of the construction. And
Alrighty.
once you guys get back, Tannehill doesn't say anything, just not even looking at you guys, and just slowly, while hugging his sides, he slowly makes it back to his house.
Before he enters his house, Samuel is going to walk up behind him and clap him on the shoulder. You all right there, friend? You look a little down there.
He tenses up a little bit and looks directly at you, but then calms down and is like, yeah, I'll be fine. Don't worry.
Well, all right then. I mean, if you need to talk, I'm always here.
Thanks.
So Samuel's going to smile and let him get on his way, and then he's going to go back and open up that bag of holding and see how much of a haul they managed to pull in.
Yeah. All right. So right off the bat, y'all get a total of, I'm gonna say, 400 gold. $400 pieces. Damn it. Sorry, my books are deciding to try and kill me.
I was. Okay, might as well.
All right. Well, if we're going to break that up among everybody, let's see. There are 7 of us.
Yeah. A quick question.
Can oh, I was gonna do a thing.
Go right ahead.
Okay. Ari just kind of watched that whole thing go. It was kind of like, Ear kind of cocks to the side a little bit, like some shit's going on there. Not amused. Goes over there before he runs too much farther. Kind of trots over there, really.
Wait, who
to
are you
see-
going after?
Before he goes inside.
Oh, Tanithil. Okay.
Mm-hmm. They rather. They are in their little fox form for now. And they just try to trot over and they're like, do you want to split the loot? We have a lot.
He just looks at you and then towards the bag. Like, you guys keep it. I didn't really do much, so I didn't earn anything.
We'll support.
Are you still gonna like try and persuade him
Yep.
to?
Yep. You know my persuasion.
In that point, he just picks you up and carries you back. All right. All right.
Yeah, just collectively hum, "Here comes the bride."
Groom, thank you.
All right. Well, there are 7 of us, right?
Yeah.
All right. So 400 divided by 7 is 57, and 14. So everyone gets 57 gold, I guess, and then the remainder will just leave in the bag.
All right.
Because
As for items, there is a sword that looks like it's made out of pure crystal.
I call that.
How much gold do you want to give for it?
A lance or pike type of weapon.
Ooh. I don't know how I feel about that one.
A archery bow.
Ooh, 10. Do you want that?
A little statue in the like basically if you held the statue it barely fit like it basically fits in the palm of your hand in the shape of a canary.
Semi will pick that up and take a look at it.
At the canary?
Yep, he'll take a look at it.
Oh.
All right.
Wait. So a pike, a sword.
Pike, sword, a bow. A gold canary figurine.
Can I roll Arcana on the little statue?
Yeah, go right ahead.
$18.
You don't remember the name of this item, but you do remember what it does. Basically,
Aw.
this little canary figure can turn into 2 different forms, either a giant canary or an adult gold dragon.
That seems wildly different. Well, folks, so apparently in my hand I'm either holding a giant canary or a gold dragon.
No, it has both of those forms.
Yeah. What he
You-
what he means is like that's pretty much what he's holding.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You already got a
Um,
dragon.
Well, what I mean is I don't really need it, but because I can already fly.
Me.
Well,
Me.
sure. Here you
um,
go.
But the thing is, the giant canary form can be used once a day. Whereas the gold dragon form can only be used once a year.
Emergency.
So,
Puts
so
it
Sam,
back, both her paws.
so Samuel's gonna explain that to her, and then he's gonna take a look at the bow.
All right.
Wait.
There is also there's also a few other items in that.
Oh,
in
go
that
ahead.
pile. There is a little There is a glass vial in there.
He snatches that so fast that it's almost like a Wile E. Coyote after image.
Alright, so in this vial is a like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen those, like, alcoholic drinks that have like a pearl shimmer in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that, but gold, with a single scale that looked to be in the shape of a topaz floating around inside.
That's
Right,
cool.
so Samuel definitely grabs that. Should I roll Arcana on that one too?
Sure.
All right, I really need to get what's that spell that lets you identify? I should really get identify. Oof, 5.
Ew.
Even guidance probably wouldn't help that, but I will give it a
No.
shot anyways.
I'm gonna say it feels magical, but you just think
I got a
just
9.
yeah, you don't know the name of it, you don't know its properties, you just know that it feels
Can I help?
magical and it's shiny.
Can I help? Anyway, can I help?
The help action would give me advantage. Can I roll again?
Please?
Fine.
Cool, 18.
9. So 10.
You got the name of this item, and it's called the
Oh.
Potion of Dragon's Majesty.
Oh. I'm gonna keep hitting you with my paw.
Okay, what are the rest of the items?
All right. A very unique looking weapon that none of you have probably ever seen before. But for out of game purposes, I'm going to say it resembles a musket.
Ooh, Sputnik. That'd be Sputniks. I call that now.
He's
But
gonna pick it up. It just kind of look at it. He's not keeping it. He's just kind of looking at it.
Yeah, but in lieu of any ammunition, it holds a glowing yellow scale from a topaz dragon in its heart. So it doesn't use ammo. It uses magic.
Has to be. He's gonna use it. Please. Just imagine my little fox character just kind of like stepping on it, like with their little paws, just like.
And that will be all.
Oh. Put it in my little mouth. Just gonna put the bow in my mouth. Goes Tenafil and offer.
You're giving the bow to Tanafil?
Well, isn't he good with that?
Oh yeah.
Why not?
He reluctantly takes it. And just scratches you behind the ear.
Yes. Rolls over, belly rubs.
Denothel, quick question. Is there a merchant or anything in this town?
Not a permanently set one. We do have traveling merchants that come through every once in a while.
Well, I'm gonna go test my luck to see if I can find any items to help me sneak around a bit more. I find my ability to bullshit tends to be limited after a certain degree.
Alright, I understand.
So Samuel's gonna go on his way to go find a merchant.
I guess. What'd you take?
I took the crystal sword.
Ooh.
What'd you take?
The crystal sword.
All right, so that is the try to grab it. It's literally called a crystal blade.
Mm.
This magic sword's blade is fashioned from a horn or spine from a crystal dragon. When you hit with
Ooh.
an attack roll using the sword, the target takes extra 1d8 radiant damage. The sword has 3 charges and regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. When you hit a creature with an attack roll using the sword, you can expend 1 charge to regain a number of hit points equal to the extra radiant damage this sword dealt. So basically what the sword is, if you're hurt and you hit someone with it, that the amount of damage you give to the creature, you can take for yourself and heal
Wait.
yourself.
Guys, before we branch off, Sam, wait!
Aye.
Okay. Okay, guys, I got stuff. Remember those absorbing tattoos? I still haven't distributed them.
Tattoos?
Yeah.
You'll have to explain a little bit more. I don't really know what you're talking about.
Okay, they're observing tattoos. If I give you the tattoo with this certain amount of with this kit, it's magic. I have Blood Fury tattoos, the Culling Grasp tattoos, the Eldritch Claw tattoo, and the Shifting Ghost Step tattoo, and Masquerade tattoo.
Can you give me a little description about what they actually do? Out of character, can you just tell me where to look?
They are from.
I actually wrote it down what they do.
Yeah, but if you need to know, they are from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything.
I have that. Okay, let me. What's it actually called?
There are several.
Let me see. Manage inventory. I'm guessing those are under items.
Yeah, there is the Illuminator's tattoo, Masquerade tattoo, Spell Rot, Calling Grasp, Eldritch Claw.
I'm gonna make it a point to collect the rest of these. These are cool. Fuck everything else.
Shadowfell brand, Absorbing,
I have the absorbing
Ghost
tattoo.
Step, Lifewell,
Blood
Blood Fury, and that's all the tattoos.
I got them all. Probably.
Oh, they're all reusable.
Yep.
Huh. So you said Coiling Grasp, Eldritch Claw, and what was the last one?
There was a lot. I have them all.
Yeah, she basically has them all.
Yep.
Oh well, shit. Okay.
Absorbing tattoo, Blood Fury, Culling Grasp. Eldritch Claw, Shifting Ghost Step. Flashing. I have the Illuminator's tattoo. The Lifewell tattoo, the Masquerade tattoo, the Dark Abstract Shadowfell brand tattoo, and the Spell Route tattoo.
Well, if you wouldn't mind, do you think you could give me the Ghost Step tattoo?
Changes into a more human form, just kind of poof. I'm sure you wouldn't want me to give you these with my paws.
Probably not. It probably wouldn't end too well for me, at least. What does the Masquerade one do? I actually can't. I don't seem to see it on here.
All right.
I will send it to you.
So
It's gonna be in
produce.
general. There you go.
So basically, as a bonus action, you can shape the tattoo into any color or pattern and move it anywhere on your skin. Whatever form it takes, it is always obviously a tattoo. It can range in size from no smaller than a copper piece to an intricate work that of art that covers all your skin. As an action, you can use the tattoo to cast Disguise Self. Once the spell is cast from the tattoo, it can't be cast from the tattoo again until the next dawn.
Yeah, I'll definitely go with Ghost Step.
Okay.
It definitely fits his whole get the hell out of the area before he gets, stabbed to death mentality.
Okay. Gross step it is. I kind of was hoping that one of these would be used for Gunga. But I think
Um,
thank you.
I think Blood Fury would be best for him.
I think so too. Okay.
Okay, so the Ghost Step tattoo. Have you read that one?
I can
Yep.
send it to him.
I have it.
Oh.
All right.
All right, so Samuel will kind of remove his shirt and kind of just sit down in front of her with his back exposed.
Kenneth quickly turns around.
Right.
I will say that Samuel has a lot of scars.
Doesn't know how to react. Fox does not know how to react right now. You just did that so fast. No build up. Just yeah. This. It's
Trouble.
hot. Yeah. Nope. So what do you want?
Oh.
Dragon. That's why I'm asking.
Well, considering I have a pair of wings that sprout from my back, anything that really fits in between those will be just fine.
Okay, then I'm gonna put it right there. You know, like the right between the shoulder blades and up practically on the neck, that little area.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna be doing that for a minute. What is everyone else doing?
All right. Religas, what are you doing?
Myself a nice place to just relax for the time being.
All right. Um,
I have a thing, trust me. That's why I'm looking.
okay, after I'm gonna say this piece roughly takes, depending on how intricate it is,
It's
4 to
it
6 hours.
it takes time because you need a steady hand, and that can take a second. But just
So yeah, I'm gonna say 6 hours.
okay.
Um, and I'm gonna say by the time you get done, the sun is already starting to set.
And I can't tell if it's because his squirming or her or them rather trying to get their shit together. That shit sucks. If I never specified, they don't even know how old they are, but they are sometimes very immature.
So, when you get done, the piece looks pretty nice, like not bad for a first time tattoo artist.
They've given tattoos before. It's not new. They have a fox on their forearm.
All right, so you did a pretty good job.
It's the fact that this person earlier was carrying them, and it's the principal. It's the fucking principal.
When you guys
This
get done,
person could be a badass.
Tenethil approaches you guys and it's like, I bet you guys are sick and tired of sleeping on either cots or the ground at the keep, aren't you?
I'm used to sleeping outside.
Well, considering I spent half a month inside of a dungeon, anywhere is actually pretty nice with me.
Then why don't you come stay at my house?
I'd appreciate it. Thank you very kindly. He stands up and pulls his shirt back on, healing his back.
I totally forgot they were working on your back after a while. When you turn back, when you get up and you turn around to like put your shirt back on, and even like floof, and then just like tries to get busy, tries to look busy, just ignore it.
He looks down at her and just sort of laughs a little bit. You're right there. It's like you've never seen a topless man before.
I have.
So you just see a small flash of light as his back, his back heals up pretty much instantly with him using his Ace Mirror healing ability.
That's so cool.
And then he's gonna turn to Teoth. Please say his name.
Telephone?
Teothil. Thank you. And he's going to ask him, "Do you have enough room for all of us?" Teothil?
Ethel?
Sorry, out of person. My dad came into my room telling me that in order to prevent our new kitten from getting into the freshly bought rotisserie chicken, he had to put it on top of the fridge.
Oh, here we go.
All right, so would you mind telling me again what you just said?
Teothil, do you have enough room for all of us? I hope so.
I believe I do.
Sam, look in general. That's why it took a couple of hours. They weren't gonna give you something stupid.
Are you kidding? That takes
That's
like
awesome, actually.
that actually takes 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you gave us. It was 3 to 4 hours. It took all day, and they were just finishing up the last details when you said it's done. Let's go.
Sorry, I've been watching too much Ink Master. I'm sorry.
You're good, but like that's what I was thinking. It's intricate, and the fact that they have some level of knowing what to do, but that's why I said it takes a minute, because that takes a steady hand, and they had to compose themselves a couple of times, so it took maybe 4 or 5 hours.
It's funny that it's a snake and wings, considering that his divine ancestor is Loki.
Exactly. That's why. And the fact that you come from some sort of celestial background, which is why they did that.
So Tanithil brings you to his place of residence, which is actually a really nice, wealthy-looking house. Probably like the second wealthiest one, aside from the basically, essentially, this would be the house of someone who's second in command of a city would live in. Yeah, there is plenty of room.
They start walking outside.
I have to say, it's rather gorgeous here.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm sick and tired of staying in this big empty house all alone. It'd be nice to have some company.
Well, I'm just glad that my little friend here shoots frost and not fire. I'd be worried about your home. He scratches snow underneath her chin.
She lets out what would someone assume would be a cat purr, although it sounds slightly scarier.
I have to say, Samuel must look really strange with like glowing eyes, a little white dragon over his shoulders, pink hair, a big ass green mask just sitting on his waist, like strapped straight to him.
Like he just beheaded somebody and the face skin is still underneath.
Oh, and both of his daggers have these odd jewels on them.
Also, don't forget about the blue dragon that stayed with Religus.
Dear God. It's just there. It looks like Relgus has wings.
Like very tiny wings.
It's the new. Hey, you gotta promise the new obsession.
Now here's the funny thing: does Religus even know that it's there?
Oh yeah, he knows.
Or I just walk in and it's like biting my arm and hanging off my arm. I'm just like, hey, that's a pretty sketchy dragon you got there. Yeah, but aren't you worried about it biting off your arm? Nah, he just does this to annoy me, and I'm just like, man, just quit it.
Yeah, the best way I can describe what it looks like is I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Race to the Edge How to Train Your Dragon series.
Yeah.
But there's an episode where there's an island full of women who were given the task of taking care of these baby dragons until they can see and then return to the wild. But until they are able to see, they still have the ability of flight. So basically, they are bound to one of the warrior women on the island, and so they wrap their tails around their waist and cling to their back and actually give them the ability of flight. That's kind of what I'm picturing. But anyway, he leads you inside of his manor type place, and despite it being fairly big, it is really lonely. Like you guys get the feeling of loneliness and dread walking in.
Well then,
Not gonna
let's.
lie. Sorry. You go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Harry stops at the door frame and literally starts walking in the opposite direction. I'm sorry. This is too fancy, and they're not used to that. They usually get in through the back door, so they automatically try to go to the back door.
So Samuel's gonna walk out, just kind of tap her on the shoulder. You do know you can just walk in through the front door, right?
No.
He's gonna grab her hand and just slowly help her inside. Come on, inside you go.
Like I help push. Come on, it's
No, it's against the rules.
cozy.
against
It's
the
nice and cozy.
No.
Once everybody's inside, he'll flick his hand and create a small little ball of light and
Like,
just throw it up.
It's not dark. Like there's light in it, like
Oh,
you know,
okay.
from lanterns and torches and whatnot. It's just he's been in this house alone for so long, you can actually feel it.
That loneliness, the impending loneliness.
Like Relly just looks around like I'm just like, you guys smell that? That's the smell of someone who's been alone. It's called depression.
So Samuel is gonna flick his fingers without anyone noticing and create the smell of warm home baked cookies throughout the room. I don't know. It smells kind of nice in here. Smells like home.
It smells like
It's
sweat
in-
and anger. It smells like sweat and shame.
I guess I'll sit here.
Tanithil just walks further into the house. Like, please make yourself at home. I'll get dinner started.
Does Tennisfell have a dog?
No, he doesn't have a dog.
Oh, okay.
But you do spot a furry, curled up black ball in front of a fireplace.
Is it a cat? I'm gonna go
Snow.
investigate.
Snow. Don't eat the cat.
I'm gonna go investigate. I have to. I need to know. Is he a cat or
Snow.
dog person?
Snow. Look at me in the eye, Snow. Do not eat the cat.
I'm gonna go over there.
The thing is that round black ball of fluff is actually bigger than Snow.
I don't think that would make Snow any less likely to eat it.
You're not wrong. Dragons are pretty tenacious.
Ooh, wait. Shiny red thing that could clearly poison me? Ow.
Might as well be good for me. It looks good. Anyway, moving on. I'm gonna go look at it.
All right. The closer you get to it, you actually start to see lighter, like slightly lighter black spots on it, but it's like very subtle. Like you have to be very close up to see it.
Can I touch it?
You poke it. Some of the softest fur you've ever felt.
Oh.
And suddenly you hear a slight rumble from it, and it starts to move. when it stands up, you realize this is not a normal cat. This is a fucking panther.
Oh, you're pretty.
Okay, Snow, definitely don't eat the panther.
Can I offer it some treats that I might have?
Sure, it just stares at you for a minute, though.
Pat, pat.
And you, all right. So you want to give it a tweet?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Roll
have
me a
earlier.
roll me a animal handling check.
Oh god. Oh. Oh shit. Plus I got a nat 19 and I have +1 in animal handling, so I got a 20. Oh shit.
20.
Yeah.
He sniffs it, looks at you, gives you a great big lick with his sandpaper tongue, and then takes the tweet.
Yeah.
And with that, I'm going to go find my room.
I'm gonna
Adu.
stay here.
So Samuel's
Yeah.
going to go looking for a first floor room.
Sam,
Yeah.
your back's gonna be sore for a minute, okay? I don't care if you healed it or not, just try not to sleep on it.
Hun, I have the ability to heal entire severed limbs at this point.
That's
My back is fine as the day it was born.
You were born?
Of course I was. Everybody was born from somewhere. He just says this as he's walking down the hallway.
He said that just reminded me of like if any of you played South Park: The Fractured Butthole.
Yes.
Sam, do you remember that? Do you remember the shit with Carbon? Like, gosh, you don't understand. He fights crime because his dad fucked his mom. What? Yeah, like the dad he trusted, the guy he trusted, fucked his mom. Carbon, everyone's dad. He's like everyone's dad after everyone's mom. What? Lily, my dad after my mom. Dude, don't take his backstory. That's not cool. You're such an idiot.
By the way, Sam, I can kind of feel like he would be like Saunter. He saunters when he walks.
He does.
Don't worry about me.
Just think of him as the most flamboyant straight guy you've ever met. Well, bye.
This is great.
I mean, he's part of Angel. At that point, why do you care about anything else?
Yep. Anyway, I'm gonna stay in the living room.
I don't know what that was, but okay.
Anyway, moving on.
Great.
Religus, what do you do?
Religus, what are you gonna do?
Like I said, I'm just gonna find a. I said before, I'm gonna find a place and just relax. So I'm guessing I'll just be admiring the crystal sword and also interacting with all my animal friends.
Inside Tanithil's house?
No, I said I was gonna find a secluded place up high.
Anyway,
All
go ahead.
Taboo.
Alright, so Sam, you said you were gonna go look for your room?
Yeah, on the first floor. So if he has to jump out the window, he's not gonna get hurt.
Alright, so I'm gonna say you roam around for a little bit on the first floor, finding several rooms, one of them being a bathroom, one being a study, another being a greenhouse indoors.
I mean, it's possible. Natrium of some sort.
Oh, well, isn't this nice? Snow, don't destroy the garden.
And then after a while, you finally find an empty bedroom.
So he's gonna go about just getting comfy. He makes a little nest right next to the bed for Snow to kind of lay down in, and then he just puts his gear down, except for his gems, his mask, and the potion he always keeps on him.
All right.
Well, So is daggers too.
As soon as Tanithel finishes cooking, he heads out, looks around, and sees that Religus isn't with you guys. And so he calls for his panther, Taboo!
And there is a
The,
fox. There's also a fox.
the panther trots up with this little white fox on its head. And just looks up at her master, who kneels down and says, "Could you please go find someone for me?" He
Oh wow, you just will not let him have his peace, will you, Locke?
You
No.
need to be with us. You will be with us. And he basically tells Taboo what you look like and sends her off to go find you.
Taboo a good listener.
Huh?
Is Taboo a good listener?
Yeah.
Just imagine her holding a whole conversation with them. Just talking.
All right, Ari, are
Yes.
you going? Are you going with Taboo or no?
Eh.
All right.
Taboo is very comfortable.
All right, Relius. Even though you're on top of the keep and trying to have some peace and quiet while polishing your brand new sword, trying to get attuned to it, you see this black panther with a white fox on top of its head running around town.
Black Panther, I loved your movie. Please get an autograph. I just watch in confusion as the panther runs around.
It soon skids to a stop, looks around, spots you, and starts booking it towards you.
Ah, boy.
What do you do?
I guess wait for it. I don't know.
As soon as she gets closer, Tebu starts to climb up the side of the wall keep up to where you are, and then just stands in front of you, staring into your soul.
The eyes are the windows to the soul.
You need to come to the house.
Why?
Because I think we're all about to eat dinner and you need food.
Fine.
Secondly, they said we can stay at that house, and I'm not going to be the only uncomfortable person. Let's go.
Fine.
I love how everybody's having such a hard time accommodating this, and Samuel's just like, "Yep, this is exactly where I belong."
I own this place. This place is practically mine when I walked in the door.
Exactly.
What's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine.
Oh, no. What's mine is mine, and what's yours is also mine, but you can use what's mine.
That's fair.
Okay, so really, I guess Taboo the Black Panther leads you back to Tanithil's place of residence and leads you inside to some nicely delicious smelling food.
I forgot how hungry I was.
And as soon as Taboo gets back, she immediately goes to Sam to try and drag his butt out to the dining room to eat.
I'd say at this point he's already undressed to just loose-fitting pants and a t-shirt. His hair's back in a ponytail. He's already cleaned himself off with magic.
While you're doing so, while you're like, I'm gonna say, while mid-change, you just hear the door. You just hear the door creak open. Just see this Black Panther head pop in.
Well, hello there. How are you doing?
It just without another word, it walks up to you, grabs the hem of your shirt by its mouth, and just starts tugging you.
Well, all right. Hang on one second. Snow. So Snow is probably just flying over from where she was sitting in the corner, lands on his shoulders, and he follows, still half dressed.
So yeah, she drags you out to the dining room where Tanithil has laid out all the food while he went upstairs to go change himself, and then comes back down in loose pants, a very loose tank top that basically I don't know if you guys have like ever seen like those really loose baggy gym shirts, like where they droop down.
Yeah.
Basically like that, but with also a V-neck going deep down the front.
Samuel's the exact opposite. He's wearing a really tight black t-shirt, loose-fitting like martial arts black pants, and then that's it. He's just wearing his mask on the top, sitting on the top of his head, and both of his daggers are just sitting on his hips.
Yeah, well, Tanithil is in tight jeans, a loose baggy tank top, no shoes. His hair is back in a man bun, and he took out all of his piercings.
I see you're a man of comfort. I appreciate that. But, question, could this not have waited until I actually had all my clothes on?
I honestly didn't expect you to go grab you the way she did. I'm so sorry.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, I have a shirt and pants, so it's nothing too big, but just maybe next time tell her that dragging me here is unnecessary.
It's like a whole bunch of food with their mouth and just kind of pulls it under the table.
As soon as you said that, Taboo went off to her corner, like next to the fireplace, and just curls up sadly, thinking she did a bad
Oh no.
thing.
Oh no, you're a good cat.
Grabs a bunch of food in their fox mouth and bolts underneath the table.
All right.
Can't take this shit.
Well then, shall we eat?
Already eating underneath the table.
So Samuel is just gonna pull out a seat for both him and Snow, and just like casually sit down with one leg hanging over one edge and his back on the other end of the chair, so he's sitting sideways. And he just starts picking off the plate, just eating, just quite happily relaxed.
I will say this food is definitely better than the Turtle Chef's.
Kira, what?
Off the distance, like off back of the keep, he gets the sudden feeling of, why do I have the sudden urge to punch?
I said your dickishness in the force.
Right, so after some eating and conversation, are you guys gonna go straight to bed, or does any of you want to take a bath?
I'd say Samuel would definitely take a bath.
All right.
But after that, yeah, he would definitely hit the hay. Knowing the rest of the party, at the moment, he's probably the only one, though.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining Samuel walking down the hallway, just fucking drying out his hair while he's looking at everyone else still covered in dirt, and just shakes his head slowly while he keeps walking.
Tanathil also took a shower, but instead of walking back to his room, drying off, he just sits in front of the fireplace, still slightly dripping wet, hugging his knees on the floor.
What? Sorry.
So Samuel will actually stop seeing him like that and just think to himself for a moment, should I intervene with this? You know, if I don't, I'm going to be kicking myself all night. So he sighs and walks over and pats him on the shoulder.
I have lost things. Okay. I have no idea what's happening. I know that my character would bathe too, and if it's a mass bath for male and female people, they will go into the male one.
I can say right now, Samuel does not care. He would just look over. How you doing? You're in the right place.
Yes.
All right then.
You don't know what gender I am. Fuck you. Proceeds to bathe.
But afterwards, Samuel is he pats Tanithel on the shoulder. Are you all right?
He just stares straight into the fire. I'll be fine.
Would you like to talk about it? I hear I'm a great listener when I, learn to shut up for a moment.
I don't know, just seeing that bastard again.
Fox ears eavesdrop.
Well, if it'd make you feel any better, the next time I see him, I'm probably going to smear him into the concrete.
Please do.
Samuel is just going to plop down cross-legged next to him.
Tanithel just looks at him like, if you do, please do it after I curve stomp his face.
Oh, of course. You have to do a little bit of redecorating with their features before you kill them. It's only right, especially to give them back for what they gave you.
Yeah. I think I might go for his balls first.
No, there you go. There's the right good punishment. Now, would you like to tell me what he actually did? Or at least to you. The cunt's a member of the dragon cult, so I really don't care what happens to him. But all the same, talking about your tragedy might help.
Well, first off, I don't know if you could tell by my skin, I'm not a normal elf.
To be fair, I don't run into a whole lot of elves. Most that I do are mostly the wood elf, the smaller kind. Very rarely do I ever meet the what do you lot call them? The ones that are all fancy and magicy,
High elf?
if that's what you call them.
Yeah. High is definitely the right word for them. So far
Although
up their own asses, they don't care about the world around them.
I did meet one of the darker skinned ones, the drow. I met a couple of them before. They're rather nice. A lot of dancing. Very odd fellows, but all together nice.
Yeah. But I was born, normal. All my skin was dark, the same color, but after I turned 20, my skin started to change. I started getting these light patches everywhere. Everyone saw it as a curse. Thought I'm a sign of times changing. And so they tried to sell me off. No one would buy me because of my freakish skin, so they just tossed me aside to be used as a sacrifice in some ritual.
I feel your pain there.
Oh.
Us Aesmere tend to get sacrificed pretty often.
But then that bastard saw me and decided to keep me as a fucking toy. Did whatever he fucking wanted to me. Physical, emotional, psychological. You name it, he's done it.
So when I do eventually catch the bastard, just remind me to keep him tied up for a while for you to exact some much needed just desserts. But
I wasn't.
if
I wasn't.
if
I
if you'll
wasn't.
take a little bit of advice, my friend, try not to beat yourself up so much, or should I say, dwell too much on the past. It tends to eat you up inside. If you just focus on the moment and try to look to the future, you'll find that the past seems a little more distant, friend.
I know.
So Samuel's just going to sit with him by the fire for a while.
And at that point, Taboo decided to come over and lay at our feet as like a form of comfort and encouragement.
Oh.
By the way, out of game, anyone who's listening, if that ever at all accidentally triggered some of you, I am so sorry. That was not my intent. Please do forgive me. All right.
It is what it is. Also,
Yeah,
plot point. And as far as
I'm gonna cheer us up.
eavesdropping goes, yeah,
Don't worry, I got something to cheer us up. I asked Cat.
All right. I'm gonna say after sitting there for quite a bit, Tenethil actually leans onto Samuel's shoulder and falls asleep that way.
Well, now you see. Now I can't move. That'd just be downright rude.
I think a fox is jealous.
So Samuel just pats him on the head and uses I'm gonna say lesser restoration just out of curiosity to see if he can actually cure the condition.
it's all psychological, dude.
No, the condition of his skin tone.
Oh no, that's just the way it's gonna be.
Yeah, no, that
It's genetic.
nothing.
I mean, he's gonna try anyways
Yeah,
Why change what's beautiful about him?
yeah, nothing changes.
because he hates it about himself.
He just needs to learn to accept
If-
that's the way things are.
If he hated it, he would be covering it. He has never once covered his skin.
Nope.
The way he was talking about it, it sounded like he didn't like the fact that he had different colored skin.
He didn't like the people that justified the indifference.
Okay. Slight misunderstanding then.
Yeah, people that hate themselves, I think, rarely point out. I think
Their
it also makes them
differences.
happy. It makes them happy that they're indifferent because they're not like other people. It's good to celebrate your differences, right? But it also sucks on a personal level because you also know deep down inside you don't really belong. And that for me, I feel like it's like a conflict. But that's just me. Because I like the fact of the idea of being different. Just hate the fact that inside I also wish I was like everybody else. I feel like that's more or less the internal conflict going on with him now.
It's the desire for acceptance.
Exactly.
I mean, I feel like everyone deep down has that kind of desire. Like, it can vary in different ways, but I think everyone has that kind of thing.
Yeah, humans are at the end of the day a herd animal or a pack animal.
We are just animals.
Anyway, moving on. This has gotten way out of hand.
Just animals.
All right, let's go.
All right, so
Okay, enough
everyone-
enough of this sentimental shit. Let's be going.
Ari has listened to this and is watching. Okay, well, they're made for each other. Whatever. Has gotten over
No,
it. Humans will get along with
no.
humans.
I will say
Believe
that
it or
Samuel
not,
doesn't have. Yeah,
believe it or
Samuel
not-
isn't actually romantically interested.
Believe it or not,
Fine, but for
believe it
plot
believe
point
it or not,
purposes-
believe it or not, Ari, you surprised so many people ship you in Tenafil.
What? Yeah, for right now though, they're kind of watching it. They think honestly nothing of it at first. At the base point of it, it's what it is. They understand that
it is what it is.
people, it is what it is, and they can't change the mind of people. They just kind of want to be with the cat right now, but at the same time, whatever.
I will say that
Damn.
I will say that Samuel more sees him as like oh, you poor young thing. It's just
Looks
sort of patting his head.
Wait, are you gonna take a bath, or are we gonna do that, or did we already? I'm sorry.
We already.
Already did good. So
Yeah, so-
eavesdropping aside, I guess they would kind of go find somewhere to be. They got a bone from something, and that seems to be more entertainment right now. How big is this house? I bet they get lost.
It is 2 stories tall.
So Regalis is probably on second story. You have them two on the first story, along with the cat, and no one's on the first floor as of this point. I'm debating whether or not they would sneak off to the kitchen to eat some more, or just stay there at the table to finish off whatever else didn't.
The food on the table's all gone. That got all eaten up.
Oh. Goes to pantry.
What am I gonna eat now? You see the turtle shout, come and get it!
I will say that as Samuel is sitting there for a while, he creates a harmonica in his hand, a very small one, and just starts playing.
Adorable.
Alright, so, Ari, you go to the kitchen?
Yep.
Alright, roll me an investigation check to see what you find.
Give me a second. I got it. Wasn't prepared. I got into y'all's emotional crap. Investigation. I have +1 in investigation. I got a 7, so I got an 8.
I'm gonna say after a lot of rummaging around, you
I find cookies.
you find cupcakes.
Yes! Ah!
I just imagine hearing cheering in the background while we're sitting in the living room. I'm just like,
You hear paws jumping up and down. Proceeds to try to package them up. I'm gonna take them with me. Not for tomorrow or anything, just I might want them a little later. I'm gonna eat one now.
These are really amazing cupcakes.
Oh.
and then you take the poison condition because chocolate's poisonous to dogs.
I'm not a dog though.
And they're not
Fox-
chocolate.
Foxes are a canine.
I thought they were more authentic, which is their own thing.
And they're not chocolate either.
Oh, well, there you go. Saved by the vanilla.
Or strawberry.
Actually, it's carrot cake with a cream cheese frosting.
Taking them.
Alright. So I'm gonna say, you guys, you after you stole your cupcakes,
I'm just gonna wander around some more.
oh, you want to wander around some more?
Yeah, can I wander around some more?
Sure.
Is everyone else like stationed where they're at?
Pretty much.
Okay, this is gonna be fun. Okay. So fox time. So wanders around looking in every room. I'm sorry, they're gonna look in every room. They want to know. They're used to robbing people blind. It doesn't matter who they are.
Alright.
You're
Okay.
glad. Better be glad you didn't give her the sack of whatever that is.
The bag of holding.
Yeah, you better believe. You're lucky she doesn't have it.
Who does have that?
You
You.
do.
Oh, there we go.
You are lucky they don't have the bag of holding. They look in every room.
Alright, so on the first floor there are 2 bathrooms, the spare bedroom that Sam is sleeping in, the greenhouse.
Can I look at some of the plants?
Sure.
Any of them medicinal in nature?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
And the way this greenhouse is actually set up, there are 2 rows, like 2 aisles. One aisle has just purely, like, scenery, flowers that have no purposes other than just looking pretty. And then an aisle of any type, like all types of flowers and herbs used in either medicine or potion and spellcasting. Seems like Tanithil's really organized.
Just looks. Can I have a couple of these medicinal things?
All right.
Can I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I am gonna try to take some for healing purposes.
All right.
No recreational.
Not recreational, no, because they know themselves. Why would they? They need a clear head to figure things out. They gotta live for themselves.
Now, you see, if Samuel was with you, he would have suggested you grab some just for later. I mean, you gotta have something to relax.
Nope. They're all logical, really. That's why the nakedness sometimes gets them off guard. They're all logical and don't understand the emotional connection between all that. So they have healing leaves, so they grab some of those wherever they.
So you grab some alfalfa, dragon root, nettle,
You will have to type
rosemary, some spearmint, even.
I'm not gonna lie, just as organized. They have a bottle for each.
Yeah, in fact, he actually has some pre-dried in a pantry near the entrance of the greenhouse.
I'm gonna put so I don't take their jars.
I will say that after a little while, he uses enhanced ability on himself, specifically bull strength, and carries Terathel and puts him in bed and tucks him in.
You take him to his room, which is actually on the second floor.
That's a long way.
That's why I said he uses enhanced ability on himself.
Hey, wait. You will probably pass by the garden. You're gonna see the lights on in there. You're gonna go bust somebody.
I will say that at this moment he looks unusually he looks pretty ripped at the moment, so he just looks in like, hello? Is anybody in here?
Hides in a bush.
You just see a flash of white trying to hide into a bush.
Just do me a favor, and if you're gonna eat anything in here, just know what it is. If you're too high in the morning, I'm gonna have to heal you, and it's gonna waste a lot of my energy.
Quiet.
Alright.
Is convinced they're hidden.
Good night, Harry. And he just walks away and goes upstairs.
Aww. What the hell is that man thinking?
Alright, so you take Tanithil to his room, lays him in his bed, and just tucks him in.
He just gives him a little pat on the head and then just walks out the room, closes the door quietly, and goes back to his room. Well, saunters his way back to his room.
If you've ever seen Good Omens, I keep thinking of Crowley.
Yeah, that's about right.
That's the way he walks.
Oh, I love it.
Alright. Moving on. Oh man. Not gonna lie, I've honestly forgot we were recording.
Alright, Harry, I'm gonna say you grab what you need and head to bed.
Nope. I'm gonna continue to frolic. I'm sorry. They steal compulsively at this point. They're gonna look for hidden passages.
I suggest you stay out of Samuel's room because Snow might try to eat you.
Maybe. I got jars of soup that they would prefer more better.
It
Let's double
depends
check.
on if you. It depends if you can convince Snow not that they want that more.
I rolled a 20 already. I'm prepared. I'm not gonna steal from Sam though, so there's no point in going into either room, to be honest. They figured that you're gonna already case the joint, so they're not gonna wander into y'all's rooms. Or maybe. Well, I'm gonna check for hidden passages. Trust issues. DM.
Investigation check.
Oh. 13.
13.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say you roamed around for a bit, throughout the entire house without going and not going into a Samuel or Tanithil's room.
Might.
And
They're an
you
NPC,
decide.
so they don't count.
So you decide to check out the study, and after rummaging around in there for a bit, you don't find anything. So it kind of frustrates you.
It does. Is there anything cool in there?
Well, there are shelves of books.
Oh.
There's this desk. There's a fireplace.
Equally cool. Can I look around at the books?
Sure, roll investigation.
I must be really stupid. 13.
Okay. You search frantically through these books, trying to find some kind of secret passageway,
Well,
pulling
not
and push,
secret, but
pulling and
honestly looking for something good to read.
You do find an old book near the top, out of reach. That looks
Turns into their more man form because they're taller.
I mean, from the spine, it looks untouched. He hasn't touched this book in centuries.
Pulls the dust off of it. Tries to read at least the title.
There's not a title, but there is an insignia on it. Looks like to be a family crest of some kind.
Interesting. Alright. I'm gonna take this. Okay, takes that. Is going to read in the comfort of their own room in a minute. There are 8 hours, I imagine, in a night. I'm not sure. I don't sleep often. Myself included. I can sleep 4 hours and be fine the next morning. So continues to rummage through things, not in the study, in different areas of the house. Any other areas in the house I should go? Because I'm gonna check every room.
No, I think that'd be it. There's the 3 bedrooms up top, the one that Tanithil's sleeping in, your guest bedroom, the guest bedroom that Religus is in, and then on the bottom floor is the study, the bathroom, and the greenhouse, as well as Samuel's guest room.
Glances by at everyone else's room. to see if anybody else's lights were on.
Samuel would still be up. He'd still be playing his harmonica.
Ear slant. Like, but you can kind of probably hear the paws outside.
He's
Religus?
way too cheeky not to answer it, so you just hear him very faintly.
I'm just having a
Hi.
bite to eat. I'm just having a bite to eat with my little rat dudes. My dad is
So
taking
you're
a
in the
nap.
kitchen?
Yeah,
Sorry,
well,
you're in the
we're sharing the food we stole. We raided from the pantry chapters ago.
Okay.
So Ari would
Like
just hear Samuel yell.
My dragon is like just snoozing. It's just the bad. Me and the rats are just like me and the rats are having no. Me and the rats are sharing a big loaf of bread, and then we're playing poker.
That's more honorable at this point than whatever the fuck Sam's doing. That's more normal.
Sam is just gonna call out to Ari. You know I can hear you, right?
A
Try
quick
to be
question.
quieter. With their
Religus.
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 What?
What'd you name your dragon?
Oh, good question.
Mantis? I kind of heard Mantis. I kind of like that.
I don't recall naming a mantis. It's funny, like since he's a blue dragon, I was just listening to blue da ba dee ba dee da. I guess I'll call him. I don't know what I'll call him. Come back to me on that.
All right.
I'm now in front of Sam's room, apparently. So we're gonna deal with that. Just kind of opens the door a little bit, pokes head inside.
You would just see Samuel laying on his bed, just wearing nothing but his pants, just playing his harmonica board.
Do you even sleep?
When I feel like it.
Alright.
Can I ask a question though? Why are you running around the house like it's the most amazing thing you've ever seen?
It's not. I've seen bigger. But
You know, that's what she said, but we're moving on from that.
I'm going to say that joke's definitely beneath me.
Yeah, that's what she said too.
Oh God.
Cat got your tongue? Or should I say fox got your tongue?
I'm gonna leave. I really don't understand what you're doing. It's not funny and it's not cute.
Au revoir.
Walks out. Doesn't even know why they went in there in the first place.
Samuel doesn't know why you did either. That's why he was fucking with you. He has no idea what you're doing there.
Honestly, they saw that for some reason you were comforting towards someone else. And they thought that was just something that naturally happens around you. Because they don't know any better. They thought because you're such I guess I don't know what to delight. I don't know. They thought it was weird the fact that you were able to comfort or ease someone else's emotional tension. But
Well, I
obviously
mean, Samuel has to actually know you're like something's bothering somebody before he's actually going to do anything. I mean, he's not an asshole. He's just, you know,
no. And
very self-involved.
yeah. It's just they don't know how to do that. They don't. That's why they're stealing everything in the house. It helps. Things help. They
I'm just imagining at some point he gets up to get a drink and just sees you carrying a big, like, arms full of stuff.
they have a pretty good set, we'll say. They start looking around some more. They stop by Religos's room. Kind of peek inside a little bit, see what they're doing. They're playing poker and eating.
In fact, like two of the rats have gotten into a slap fight, and they're all cheering him. The others are cheering him on.
Rat fighting.
Rat fight.
And during this rat fight, the blue dragon is trying really hard to try and sneak up on one of the rats to eat it.
No, I said he was
Literally
sleeping.
eaten.
No, I said he was
he's-
sleeping.
Oh,
But if he was, but I don't know. Maybe if he smells a fox, he'll be hungry for fox.
He's not going. They're not going to go in there. They just peeked in to see what you were up to. I'm not going to steal from you. It's not worth it. You're garbage anyway. They still hate you for no reason. Shuts door. But thinks to put, like... they put a, I'm debating on what they should do.
you've basically been throughout the whole house.
Yeah. God, this house is boring. They're just sitting there. This house is boring. they try to. They go peek on Untitled Chapter.
He is asleep, hugging
Hugging a what?
he is hugging like he is hugging a pillow close to him as tightly as he can.
He's just looking at that like that's sad. Aries an asshole.
Yeah. Also in this room appears to be a walk-in closet, a giant vanity mirror with
Can I
like
sneak in the room and look through the drawers in the vanity mirror? I need to know what this man has in his drawers.
there is several drawers because it's one of those vanity mirrors that have like those shelves going up the side of the mirror with
Whoa.
hooks going along the side hanging which actually on those hooks are necklaces and earrings and bracelets.
Fuck.
Now to look through the drawers, roll me a investigation check.
I'm sorry if I'm laughing so much, but Harry. Damn it, Harry. A nat 20. Plus investigation. I have one.
Don't matter. You got a nat 20. Looking through all of these drawers, he has a wide variety of different types of makeup. Like, he doesn't have any foundation, but he does have. Well, he has two different kinds of foundation. For both of his skin tones, as well as high quality eyeshadow, lipstick. You name it, he's got it. As well as nail polish. And general hygiene like teeth whitening, wax strips, razors, as well as some freshly bought purple hair dye that he has yet to use.
Is there dust on it?
Nope, it's brand new.
I can change my hair color. So I don't want that. Looks around at the makeup. Lipstick. Lip liner.
Yeah, it looks like his mostly used item, and that is the neutral toned eyeshadow and nude lip gloss.
He's not gonna use this more fantastical stuff, so I'm just gonna take that.
It does look to be lightly used, just not as much as the nude stuff.
Take some of the more colorful eyeliners and texture. Takes the lip gloss anyway. And
when
takes
you
the
close
purple hair dye just because he's an asshole.
when you close the doors, you hear Tanithil groan and turn in his sleep.
Floof. Tears.
But he doesn't wake up.
Probably takes a couple of the earrings and bracelets that look pretty plain looking. Take some of the earrings and anything actually in that might catch my attention.
Like in the vanity?
Yeah.
There is one drawer that's locked.
Hmm.
And it's the biggest drawer there.
God,
Can I? Is it safe to say at this point, Samuel would realize that she's pretty much robbing they're robbing the house?
Yeah, you finally realize it at this point that she's up to no good.
Samuel will sigh to himself, stand up, and pull on some clothes, and just walk out the door to go look for Ari.
Alright, when you get near the staircase, you hear rummaging from Tanithil's room.
He sighs to himself.
Can I try to get it open?
Yeah, that's where the rummaging is coming from. You're trying to open up this locked door.
He sighs to himself and opens the door and just looks at her.
All right. As soon as you walk in the door, Ari, you just freeze, and as you guys do this prolonged eye contact, we're gonna cut and take a break.
I just imagine Samuel has his arms crossed, is just tapping his foot, looking at her.
Honestly, they don't care. They just look at me like, I don't care. If you say anything, though, I'm running and I'm denying everything.
All right, okay, guys, we're gonna go and take our break.
Damn it!
Guys, we're gonna go take our break, and we'll come back in 30 minutes. All right.
Oh, I did want to ask. I don't remember. Did we level up last session?
No.
Okay.
Fuck. Can I level up now because I'm using all my skills? No, I'm just kidding. Bye, guys. We'll figure it out in the next one.
Right. We'll figure this all out in the next part. See y'all later.
Bye.
All right.